Hey guys, and welcome back to the Croft Corner. I'm Harley, and thanks for joining us today. On this episode, we're going to see how we completely reset this kitchen, what it looked like before, what it looks like now, how many dishes did I really put away, and a really quick and easy dinner recipe that everyone will love. So, thank you for joining us. Let's hop on and see how we got this kitchen tackled today. So, as you can tell, this was quite the mess when we got started. I had everything kind of thrown everywhere, from garden stuff to dishes that were needing to be washed and all of the things. So we started by wiping down the stuff that was on the oven and getting that placed where it needed to go. And then, of course, we started on a load of dishes. And that's like the biggest thing before I really get to do anything. I want to get the dishwasher loaded and have it going the whole time while I'm doing all of my tasks. That way it's working while I'm working. Then we started in on putting away dishes, and this needs to be a whole video in itself of just decluttering. The challenge of how many Tupperware containers do I have versus how many Tupperware containers do I actually need. So that's coming up because I have a box underneath the kitchen table and it's full of containers too. I actually have two boxes. One I need to load up in my car because it is all the Tupperware that I've brought home from other people that need to go back, which is so terrible. But it happens. So I got all that sorted, and then I started in on this drawer, and I was just going to put the silverware away, and then I realized this thing is so dirty. So I took it out, I cleaned the drawer out, and then I put in a new liner under the bottom and cleaned that really good. So that was not on my list to do, but I'm glad it got done because now it looks clean and pretty. So that's always a plus. Then came our next big task, is just getting these floors swept. And then I have a vacuum mop combo, but I like to do just a quick sweep through before I pull that out. And I have the Bissell Crosswave, and it is really awesome because I can vacuum and mop at the same time, and it's just makes it a piece of cake. And then we got, of course, onto another load of dishes after that and got them put away. So slowly but surely those get done, but they also come back just as quick, right? And so by this time it was time for supper. And this is such an easy recipe because I can just throw it in. The Instant Pot does all the work for me. I've learned to really like my Instant Pot now that I've learned a little bit more about it. So I use a silicone thing for the bottom so it doesn't burn. And I threw in a jar of salsa. You can use whatever salsa you prefer. We used medium, and I maybe we'll probably get mild next time. That medium was a little spicy. And then had a pack of Costco chicken breast. I dumped them in, and I put it on the poultry setting. It cooks it for 10 minutes. And then I just let it sit there and still cook because I had got those out of the freezer. They were mostly de-thawed, but I let it sit there on just the low, kind of keep warm setting after it cooks, just to keep all that heat in until we were ready to open it and dig in. And then once it's done, we opened it up, and I just took my little tongs there and just broke up the chicken. Sometimes I'll use a hand mixer depending on how I want it, but I'd use that, and then I just used a fork when I put it on our tortillas, and it worked just fine. I have big tortillas and small tortillas, and then we like to top ours with sour cream. I brought out some banana peppers, Cholula, because you cannot go wrong with that, or this stuff. If you like anything like a chili lime, that Ortega stuff is so good. And then we really leveled it up because we used those small tacos and put it in the air fryer to give it a crunch. The best thing ever, guys. I think we'll have it every week for dinner because it was so good. And of course, like all reset days, sometimes they take more than one day, especially when you have a 4-year-old and you're 6 months pregnant. So the next day we got to tackle the other side of the kitchen. So I cleaned off the table besides that basket of chips and our thing of beans because I've got to work those beans this week. But we now have a clean sink. The dishwasher is ready to be filled. We have all of our eggs that I've got to figure out what to do with. So if you have recipes that take a lot of eggs, then you need to drop them in the comments because I got more than I need right now. And as always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. And if you liked this video and want to see more reset room videos, then make sure you like this and subscribe to check them out. And y'all have a great day.